Ta-da!
Ta-da.
You might be wondering, why is there such a large gap in the middle of the table?
And why is she like my pet?
Why am I hiding behind Sarah?
Because you are small, and I needed to put you somewhere off-center, and I already have Jeff, which is basically the size of you.
Wow.
So, anyways, there will be something in the middle, I promise. This is just how it is by default, because I don't want to move more stuff. But anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to one of a couple of curse streams. That's for fucking sure. Oh wait, that's right. I forgot.
You did not put her in the title.
Well,
Oops.
she's here in
Whatever.
spirit.
I'm here in spirit.
Hold on.
And also in physical form, I guess.
You trying to update it?
I'm trying to figure out. God, what is your username again?
It's Faye and Kester, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just Faye and Kester.
Oh, maybe that's why. Because I was thinking of the FQ gaming.
Yeah, no, it's no, it's Faye and Kester.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it is. Now you have me doubting myself.
It's fine. I'll just go on Twitch. But regardless, okay, so this is going to be.
Oh, my bad. There's no and. It's Faye
Underscore
lower
Kester.
underscore Kester.
Wow, were you about to say lower line Kester?
Shut up. I don't remember what the lower line was. It's underscore.
Okay, well, I think it worked.
Good, so good.
Can't promise it did, but. Anyways, so.
It did.
I have another stream in mind that I would love for Shinny to be on, and possibly Faye too, but this is the one that I knew Faye had to be on just because of things. Certain things. And if you don't know what HMOC means, it's called the Hear Me Out cake. I didn't know what it meant either. I had to have both of them explain it to me. And here we are. I have a list that I came up with. And I think some of them, okay, here's some of the things I need to discuss with you.
Wait, are we just jumping right in? Don't you usually like do something before we get into the crazy?
Let me ask you a question and then we'll talk, okay?
Okay.
We'll go through weekly obsessions, but first, how, what's the right way to phrase this? Are we allowed to be in a relationship with a concept?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a part of the Hear Me Out.
The concept of crying. Okay.
Hi, Mikey.
As long as it is not something that it can be considered conventionally attractive.
Okay. One of these I know for a fact is not conventionally attractive.
I'm struggling here because
It's
some
okay,
of the things
Mikey.
I'm like, it's a conventionally attractive thing, but also it's the fight of not everyone's going to be attracted to this thing.
I feel like humanoids in general, even if they're like out of pocket, like Jack Skellington is still a humanoid by nature, which automatically, in my mind, makes it more digestible for
A lot
the
of human.
masses.
Honestly, I'm attracted to more unhumanoid things.
I have a couple. I do have humanoid ones, but I also have ones that are like.
That's a lot of furries.
That's not even a thing. Like, that's not even something you can physically touch in that way. Anyways, okay.
We'll get to it.
Weekly obsession.
Weekly obsessions.
Hi, Mikey.
I don't remember who went first last time, but I know mine. It's very
It doesn't
basic.
matter. We have a guest. Make
It's
Faye go
true.
first.
Go
Oh,
on, Faye. What
Go first.
You're supposed to be prepared in the situation.
I
You
know. But...
literally said, "Don't you usually do something?" and you're not prepared.
Well, listen, it's not so much that as in my obsessions last a very long time, so I don't typically get new obsessions of the week. I just continuously have the exact same obsession and do the exact same thing. So my weekly obsession continues and will forever continue to be either fanfics and or right now I'm still on my Batman hinge of unhingedness of I just want to learn and read everything Batman related, so I guess comics also is a big one.
Oh my gosh, it explains why you're so good at Marvel Rivals.
But yeah, I'm so good at that game. Amazing.
You guys should see her gameplay. She doesn't want to stream because she knows you guys will get jealous.
You'd be so jealous at my amazing aim.
If I didn't think I would get flamed, I would stream it, but...
Right? I'd get fucking flamed.
That's not
Like,
true.
why are you aiming at the wall? I'm trying.
Listen, I don't believe if I streamed either of those games that it would make more people want to watch. Especially because of the characters that I would pick. So... yeah, interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been reading a lot of comic books recently. A lot of old classic comic books, mostly Batman, but I have like gone into other superheroes just to see what the hell's going on, and just knowing how much the fandom ignores canon, because even canon ignores canon sometimes, and it's just like shit, I don't know. Comics are all fucking over the place, man. They're just all over the place.
Similarly, kind of partially because of Marvel Rivals, in the sense of like, obviously I didn't know all of the characters that were in the game when it launched, or God forbid in the beta. I've seen a lot of videos recently that I've watched where it's like going into the lore of certain characters, and in this case there's also like lore of certain skins and stuff. And they be fucked up. But not only in like a messed up way, in a like quite literally, the writers changed hands 17 times and they retcon 5 things in the meantime. Yep. And that this iteration that they have here is like just one thing of an offshoot of an AU. And like when I learned of the Psylocke backstory, I was like, how does this go to the character that is in the game?
They like retcon so many things, or like change things, like, because there's so many artists and writers that go for the same story, like things just get changed all the goddamn time. And like, I mean, what is it, DC like retconned their whole like multiverse universe at one point, and now they're retconning it back. It's just ridiculous. And reading the comics, you have to go in with that in mind of like, okay, what, figure out what universe this is in, what happened beforehand, what is canon, what's not canon. But like, I've been having fun doing it though, because I mean, it's still fun.
Well, plus because all of the comics have been around for like decades at this point.
Yes.
And so it could be as early as like, oh, they were first represented in like the 60s. And you're like, wow, that is a very different interpretation.
Yep.
Interesting. Sarah, now you.
Probably recently Warframe. Back at Warframe. Because I've been playing a lot with Ral and Rose.
Oh yeah.
So.
Don't worry, I'll have that as an upcoming episode soon.
Why?
Specifically to force you to talk about it.
I'll get Rose on it then too.
I'll somehow get Rose.
But Ral is helping me collect a bunch of stuff because he has everything unlocked basically.
Ral has a problem. He's, I think, played over 111 hours in 2 weeks. He has a problem.
Yeah. Warframe does that to you.
No, it does that to you.
And Ral.
Yeah, you guys are specific kinds of people.
Listen, I don't want to hear it from people who play gacha games. I'm not specifically you, but like...
I was about to say, I don't. You know me.
No, I know. But like, if say like Portillo was like, oh, you've spent this much, I'm like, I don't want to hear it from you. Like, I know your habits. I know you're on Genshin all the time. I don't want to hear it.
No,
I know you probably spent money.
I want you to get to a point where you spend a bunch of money on Nikki.
Not gonna happen.
I want you to get like the most fantabulous outfit that costs like $250 to get.
Oh. I've already done that with Overwatch. It's not happening again.
Oh my god, it didn't cost $250.
No, but it still cost 100.
That's the thing. I recently, you know how I was talking about that exalted, I say exalted as if you know what that means, the really expensive Jinx skin that they released, that was the gacha Jinx skin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw someone in the game with it.
Yeah.
And
Of
I
course.
wanted to be so mean to them so bad. But then I thought, wow, you must
You
be
saw it
going
and
through
brought out-
something.
You brought out your genuine League player. Of just the pure toxicity.
That's the thing. I never talk in League. I don't talk in a lot of games, to be honest. I'm not Heat 8. I don't really do many things either. I like stew in my own hatred for people in silence, and then I leave. Because I'll say
talk,
things.
but I'm not mean.
Well, that's the thing. I'll say things out loud, not in voice chat. I'll just say like, "You are an absolute stupid person," and they don't know I'm talking about them because they don't even know I'm speaking. And that's how you deal with your anger, not by actually taking it out on others. Thanks for coming to the TED Talk. My weekly obsession. I love how my obsessions range from either really old games, just music, or something therapy related, because I feel like this is gonna fit in the third category, where the thing I've been obsessed with within this past like week and a half is coping with anxiety.
Nice.
Because a lot of stuff's happened in the past couple of weeks for a lot of different things. Honestly, it's not just one thing or another, but a lot of the time there was a lot of stuff that happened where I feel like I was more enticed to have an anxiety prone reaction. Even though I know I could calm myself down from it, I know I would still like overthink about it and it would be in the back of my mind. And I feel like I've been doing pretty well with just kind of saying I can do what I do, and otherwise I do not do what I do not do. I cannot do what I do not do. And then it's out of my hands, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I feel like it was just a really nice thing to happen this week. And I didn't expect me to handle it in that way, so that was nice. Sorry to bring it to a serious note.
No, I like it.
But it's
Sometimes
just,
it has to get a little
listen,
serious.
it's true though. Let me tell you, when you know you cannot do what you cannot do,
Truly.
Truly.
truly. Anyways, let's get on to the meat of this stream.
Wait, did
The
Sarah
meat.
say hers?
Yeah,
I did. I said Warframe.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Sorry, I had
You're
to write off
sitting
Warframe.
right underneath her, and you can't hear her.
No, it's not that I can't hear her. It's that my brain just went different places.
Uh-huh.
Right, it's Warframe.
Uh-huh.
Shut up.
Anyways, okay. So also, I will pop in, ta-da. I will pop in something really quick. Maybe.
If
Never
it
mind.
works.
There we go. Okay. I put this up because I need to turn something on, and you can't see what I'm turning on. Okay, I have.
I contemplated making a slideshow, but I didn't have.
Nope.
The patience.
I was not gonna do that.
No. I don't think that's necessary. Okay. Ta-da! Oh, it didn't work. Hold on.
Nothing changed.
Hold on. Just give me a second. Listen, it's not me if it's not a little scuffed.
I love it.
okay? Ta-da!
Oh boy. Okay, there we go.
It's the Hear Me Out cake.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Because I knew we couldn't. Realistically, I wasn't gonna ask you to get pictures of every single thing on your guys' list. So I was like, I'll just look up pictures of it if we want an example, you know? Okay, so in my mind at least, when I was given the prompt of a Hear Me Out cake, I thought of things. Well, first of all, when you're first given the things of like, what would you want to be with? I feel like I drew a blank because I was like, I don't know. But once I started looking at certain things that just came to mind, I started thinking of other things, and it got worse and worse. And I think the longer it went down on the list, the more unhinged it got.
Fair.
So,
That's how a Hear Me Out cake is supposed to be.
but yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 that I could read from. What about you guys?
I don't have as many. I was just gonna go off mostly the top of my head, but also
I
trying
can't do
not
that.
I have 11.
Wow.
But
It looks like I did better than both of you.
well, okay. The thing is, I'm someone who it's like I do better when I'm presented with them, and then I decide off of that. So some of these I technically have more than 11, but some of them are like, I want your guys' opinions before I want to hear input before I make an official decision.
So you have even less technically.
No,
What
no,
you're
no. I counted. The 11 are the definites. There's other ones that are tentative.
I have a good couple that I think you will be confused by. But otherwise, I think you'll understand most of them.
let's
Two
just
of them.
get started.
I have 2 questions.
Okay. Well,
I mean, how?
oh God.
Because the way I think about it is like how I said, not everybody's going to be attracted to this thing, even if it is conventionally attracactive, i.e., like a skeleton. Not everybody's gonna be like, yeah, that's a sexy skeleton.
I'm just gonna hover over here. So
No,
it's-
my thing is with the Hear Me Out cake, I want to specifically induce horror and
What?
awe and
Excuse me?
shock.
Beautiful. I love it. A lot of mine are furries. Not gonna lie.
Because you are a furry.
Shut up. I don't want to talk about
I
it.
don't-
I'm
well,
like an inside furry.
To be fair, I think I might have one that you would, well, maybe 2. I don't know if you'd consider that one a furry. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I have to write another one down. Hold on, I just thought about it.
I can start with one of
Hard
mine.
for me to,
It's
actively think them.
I don't think that
Okay.
this is. I don't think that the one that I'm starting off with is anything amazing, but it is what it is. I am attracted to the Predator, like from Alien versus Predator.
Yeah,
The
that
Predator.
doesn't fucking surprise me.
Shut the fuck up over there. We listen and we don't judge.
No, we do judge. We listen, but we do judge.
Oh
I
wow,
can't-
what that mouth do though?
That mouth do though. Listen, all right. So originally I was attracted to the ones with the helmet on, but it didn't change afterwards.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Again, does not surprise me.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't even know how I forget what the keys are.
Yes, I have read fanfics on it. Basically, if it's on my list, I've read fanfics.
Oh God.
Leave me alone.
I see. I don't have that. I have not read fanfics
A
of.
predator?
Oh, I've read it.
Do you read the
What
YN
are
one?
the logistics of this though? What do you do? Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? Look at him. Okay, wait. Look him up with his helmet on though, because with the helmet on, I think they're much sexier. It's like much like the mystery behind it. I have a thing for helmets.
Helmet
is another
stays
thing.
on during sex.
That's just
Yes.
a bike helmet.
I have a thing for helmets. I don't know what it is, but when I saw him chasing and killing things with the helmet on, I was like, I'm here. I'm here for
The
this.
funny part is, I don't
person.
know if I can find him with a helmet as much as I'm just finding motorcycle helmets with him on it.
Well,
And at that point, I mean, is this it? No. I mean,
I
it
mean,
says
that's-
Alien versus
yeah.
Predator.
yeah, that's it pretty much.
You still see the
I think
jaw,
Alien versus
though.
Predator. Alien, shut up. Alien versus Predator
Like, okay, hold on.
was where I started.
Okay, let me look something up really quick.
Here we go. It's kind of hot.
But okay, what sparked it? Is it because you saw him in Alien versus Predator?
I
Did
think
you ever
so.
see a
I
Predator
just-
movie before that?
I think Alien versus Predator was my first movie because I saw Aliens and I wasn't attracted to the alien, though I understand with people with that on their list. And then I
Well,
saw
what about
Alien versus
Alien?
Predator. Alien doesn't have Predator in it. Alien is just
but
Alien.
I'm talking about the Alien.
Oh no, I understand. It's not on my personal list, but I understand if it's on somebody's list. Like I get it. Does that make sense?
Kind of. I mean,
But yeah. I saw him first in Alien versus Predator, and then I saw the Predator movie, and I was cheering for the damn Predator the whole time.
Okay. be fair, I've never seen an Alien vs Predator movie.
Oh, we should watch them.
I mean,
I don't think I would like that.
Why not?
Aren't
It's a
they
little bit hard.
aren't they kind of gory?
A little bit.
no.
I
can
don't
be.
do well with gore.
Oh.
I
Well,
don't
because then
think.
I can watch it.
I don't think they're that gory.
I don't think it's that bad, but I could be wrong. I'm used to those kinds of things. Anyway, now passing mine along because
Okay.
who's next?
No, but look at. I want you to look at this man. I want you
Hear
to
me
give.
out.
I can't hear you over his weird jaws because they're flapping in the wind and.
He's an alien. It's
I
okay.
Okay. Okay. We're just gonna. Anyways.
Move on. Let's move on.
Okay, Sarah, let's go
Who's
with one of
next?
yours. I know what my first one will be because I feel like mine will be understandable.
I'm trying to. What's
Okay, I'll
what's
go with one then.
I'm trying to think of what's like not a thing that's like why kind of a thing.
Because
Like a
mine
le-
is Bucky the Beaver.
Wait.
And
I
now
like how
let me
you just
tell
jump
you
in.
why.
I'm Bucky the Beaver.
Now
Okay,
let me tell
why?
you why.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Because
I
first
see
of
it.
all, don't look at this child. But is there one with just him? I just want him. Okay, here. Let's pretend this is him. Regardless. Even though we all know this is just a sweaty man in a suit.
Yes.
Bucky the Beaver. First of all, for anyone who has never been to a Bucky's, you are missing out. Because it is a cultural experience that you can only experience a couple of times in your lifetime. When going on road trips within the North American continent. But, first of all, he has great bathrooms. There is no denying that if I went to his house, which would be a mansion, by the way, he is loaded. You can't tell me otherwise.
Does he not live in the Bucky's?
I would live in a Bucky's. Are you kidding me? You've been to a Bucky's. It's spacious. The amount of food choices, the amount
It
of
is.
like amenities just there that are Bucky's themed.
Tons of art too.
Like you could live. They have a home goods section where you could quite literally
They
just
do.
live in that place.
I love how it's not him. It's what he has.
No,
It's
no, no,
what he
because
does.
listen. He's a provider, and I'll tell you why. Think of all the things that he gives to people. He gives people joy. He lets people stop. He gives them. I say gives as if people don't pay
It's,
for it.
yeah,
but,
no, he sells us. He sells us these
He
things.
is a businessman.
But in this universe, if he was going with you, just imagine, like, he would give you the world, and you would have gas for life. There's no question about it. And I feel like
Fuck.
a beaver comparative to, say, the predator is a bit more understandable if he is in
The
fact
predator
just a
is
furry.
strong and he can protect you and
Is he
he will
rich?
kill for you. I don't really know. I think they live in a like their own kind of. We never really go to their let's say island,
Who's
their
we?
planet or anything.
Who's
Like in the
we? Did
movies,
you
like
go
in the
on a field
movies, he
trip
kills
to the
it. He
Predator
literally
Island?
kills everything. That's like how they do things. Like basically, they get dropped off to Earth to like kill humans, or like basically they treat us like game, like how people go to hunt like lions or something. That's how they treat us.
Okay, listen. It would not be an underwater den made of sticks, first of all. You shut your whore mouth. This is Bucky, not just some run-of-the-mill beaver. Bucky is a businessman. He knows
Thank you, Errol.
what to do. He has multi-million-dollar company that spans over a large portion of this continent. Like, there's no questioning his influence.
That's what a hairy guy with big dentures. No, it's not the same. He has to be a businessman.
And you're telling me you see this beaver and you don't think I could hug that?
I mean, sure, hug it.
I have a picture of mermaid next to this beaver. Living my dream.
Living the dream.
I feel like this is a very understandable one.
However, I see when I think of hear me out, I think of pure sexual desire.
Are you not sexually attracted to this beaver?
I'm sexually attracted to what he has, rather than him himself.
Oh Jesus! All right, we heard. All
I
right,
just
Sarah,
love the way he
throw
looms
one of yours,
over
please.
children, okay? What can I say?
I'm gonna say I think the most the most reasonable hear me out that I have on this list is probably the bosses from Minecraft.
Which ones?
Warden, the Warden, the Wither, and the Ender Dragon. All of them.
At the same time?
No, maybe not all at the same time.
What does the wither look like again?
It has 3 heads, and that's just on top.
Oh, okay, I see. I remember the wither now.
This is what you want to have.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of like a skeleton to me, so I think Jack Skeleton would be great on this list.
Yes, but Jack Skellington's a human.
So,
He's human shaped. Like, this is not.
I mean, this is kind of human shaped. He just has 2 extra heads.
And no arms or legs.
He doesn't need them. Have you ever met a paraplegic?
I don't want you to equivalent that. I feel like that's taking it a step too far. Why, Sarah?
Listen, it started with the Warden specifically.
God.
Because there is this graph.
There is this fanfic.
No. There's a graph that friends made because of ones we'll get into later on. And the Warden was on this list. And just look at him. He has big, strong arms. He's an autistic king. He gets overstimulated very easily.
This is doing it better justice. Let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic here. I like how this one looks in particular. Let's be realistic. This is Sarah's ideal person, okay?
I mean, but like he has big burly arms to like hold you. And just it would just be like it would be a perfect sensory deprivation experience.
What if you accidentally make noise around it?
Well, I mean, it depends. So like I choose to believe that if you are having intercourse with a warden, it is a mutual thing. I only do things if they can consent or like in theory consent. So sometimes things are not. I believe he can. This is in a world where he can.
This is a world where he can.
This is a Delulu world.
It's a world where he can consent, and so it would be a case of well, I do my best to be quiet. It's a fun challenge, you know.
Don't frame it like that.
But even if I do make noise, it's not like he's gonna kill me right away, you know?
Right away.
Where's the fun without a little danger, you know?
So you're saying you would risk your life to say that you fucked the warden?
Absolutely, I would. Same with the Wither. Same with the Ender. I think the Ender Dragon would treat me right, though.
I don't know. We fought that dragon a lot. I think she's pissed at us. You know, I don't see, no. You know, I thought about it because I have someone off of Minecraft on my list.
Is it Hero Brian?
No. It's Ant Venom. No. It's not a player. It's one of the ones I have is an Enderman.
Yeah, that makes sense for you.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say Enderman too.
Because here's the thing.
He's on my list.
Unlike the warden, who quite literally would kill you without a doubt for making noise on accident, or the Wither, which even I think touching it would kill you because of how it works.
Listen.
At least with the Enderman, especially the Enderman, because technically the Enderman, as the nerds would know, is technically a passive mob. It's not inherently mean.
So if you just have a blindfold on, you're fine.
I think he's so cute.
Well, no, it's not even that, because you can look at an Enderman's body without it being mad at you. You just can't look at it in the face. So, I don't gotta look at your face. Your face isn't what matters. I see your legs. Ooh, long, beautiful, voluptuous. Well, not really. Kind of sticky, but that's fine because you're tall. And that's what matters. Plus,
honestly,
relatively quiet.
His height.
can teleport you places. Come on. And
Yeah, no.
if anyone
I'm there
looks
with
at
you.
him in the eye, he gonna kill him. And I'm
You,
gonna cheer him from the sidelines.
You stole one of mine because he's on my list too.
I'm purely thinking sexual desire. I'm thinking of the foreplay, the during, and the after. Okay, that's all. I'm not thinking about a life with him. A lot of these are a one and done. It's to say I did it. Okay.
That just also shows the differences in people we are.
Yeah.
But another one I just thought of that for Minecraft is Vex and or allies.
No. Too childlike.
Oh.
I guess I can see that. I think of them more as fairies than children.
Not with what they do. I feel like they're much more just like evil child.
See that.
Evil
Okay.
child. All right, I have from The Witcher, the Lishen.
Volition.
Lishen, I think, or Le. I think it's
I'm assuming this is it.
Lesh.
Okay, no, Faye, come on now. That's a conventionally attractive deer monster.
Conventionally attractive.
That is fucking conventionally attractive.
Who says? In the
I
chat,
would-
do you
no,
find
no,
this
no, no, no.
conventionally attractive?
I would not say this is conventionally attractive, but again, it is on the humanoid spectrum. So I think comparatively to say an amorphous blob.
Thank you. Sitting over here going.
Because you know, unlike Sarah, when I look at this, I don't immediately think I want
wanna fuck it.
to have sex with it. Like, you know,
I get it.
don't say who wouldn't, because
No, I'm
there's
saying-
people that wouldn't.
Listen to me. I'm saying, who could I say that would get my inbox flooded on Tumblr? Of what the fuck are you doing?
But I
want one that would be still the same thing I could say like on Tumblr, like yeah, I fuck with this guy, and they'll be like, yeah, absolutely. I see.
Here's the thing. If you're on Tumblr, there's a shit ton of monster fuckers in there. That doesn't count. I'm talking about normal ass people. You go up to them and it's like, would you fuck this thing? Normal ass
If
people
you
would be
were
like,
on
what the fuck is
Hollywood
wrong with you?
Boulevard and you had a tiny mic and you walked up to a stranger and then said, no, you don't have to pay to get a picture with me, and you asked them if this is something that they would think is conventionally attractive, I don't think a lot of normal people would say yes.
Exactly. That is how I judge that. I'm like, I don't judge it off of who's going to flood my inbox on what's wrong with you. I judge it on, all right, everyday people who are not fucking, who don't have weird ass fetishes.
I didn't realize this cake would be so
Controversial.
controversial, specifically to Sarah. I think Sarah's the only one that finds it controversial.
I just love how she yelled out, this is conventionally attractive something. And I'm like,
This is a conventionally attractive, dear God, whatever he is. I don't know anything about him.
yeah, definitely.
No.
Thank you.
But at
I'm
the
glad-
same time, I also don't find it attractive. So, like,
I mean, I don't blame you.
why do you like it?
I don't know. There's something really mysterious about him. I like the big hands. I like
Do you just like
how he
masks? Is that what it is?
I love I love tall things. they're really tall.
He is
I'm
tall
okay.
though. That's such a low bar.
Listen, look at his everything. Like, he's mysterious. He looks like he could kill me. The way he fights in the game made me so angry.
And she is attracted to anger.
I am attracted to anger. You make me angry. I'm already like
I mean,
halfway there to fucking you.
if you like tall things, let me tell you about the Brooklyn Bridge.
And that was my next one.
That's your next one, the Brooklyn Bridge.
Brooklyn Bridge,
God.
baby.
Okay.
Look up the Brooklyn Bridge.
I mean,
Look
it
up what
just
she's
looks like a
attracted to.
bridge. Like, it's not gonna be
That's
astounding.
a good bridge.
Here, let me get
Honestly-
a good cinematic one.
That's the same picture I chose.
Oh, God. Hi, Rose.
Look at it.
Hi, Rose.
Would you care to explain why?
How do I explain?
How do you explain this? Explain yourself.
I mean, to be fair, it was the consequences of a joke. So, when something is a joke, I am 10 times more likely to go with it. But like, I think this would be the first of an entire like journey of trying to fuck all of the major bridges in America.
That's a lot of bridges.
Fuck a major.
I know.
How would you fuck a bridge?
You just gotta get creative, man.
Examples?
I mean, the main thing I always say, if it doesn't have a hole or something, you can just grind on it. So that's an easy one.
The amount of people that have probably grinded on this bridge.
You clean up afterwards, okay, and it's fine. So
I was like just about to jump, and then I realized I'm actually attracted to the bridge I'm standing on, and it changed my life from then on.
I mean,
well,
this is a trend that continues later on with me.
Okay, I see your Brooklyn Bridge,
and raise,
and I raise you the Andromeda Galaxy because. Let me tell you something.
Honestly, no, I get it.
Let me tell you something. This...
Good, hear me out!
This galaxy, we've known about it for a long ass time now. And on one sense, it's like, well, why wouldn't you choose the Milky Way? To me, Milky Way, we know her. We've been knew about her.
We know what's in her. Like,
Andromeda is kind of like the mysterious stepsister that like you see from afar, but you don't know what she's got going on, and that's what intrigues you, and that's what makes you want to know more. And so you get closer, and she is full of wonder, and the amount of things that she has, vast, unknowable, much like the space she occupies. Shani, don't bitch what? Shani, don't shame us right now.
Okay, to follow up with you, I also chose a planet, but my planet was or like space-wise was Saturn. I was like, look at her, she's beautiful. She's rings.
Exactly.
Why does she have rings?
Exactly. Now we're getting to the good stuff.
No, don't worry. We'll get to more normal stuff. That's definitely not you, Core. But
yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm flipping from normal to not normal. But yeah, no, my I get it. I wish I had thought of the galaxy Andromeda.
I want the Big Bang. I want to destroy the universe and make a new one.
Yes.
That's how it happens. Listen, these rings, it's telling me she's had past relationships. She has stories. She has things she could tell us about other relationships she has had.
She's gorgeous.
And she constantly has a bunch of moons around her. Plenty of people admiring. What do you mean, where are they? They're right there in the picture.
No, not where. I didn't mean where.
Where are they?
It's like, why are they around her? Why are they so attracted to her?
Okay, Sarah, what's your next one?
My next one, it's, I mean, I feel like people can relate to this. The entirety of Epic the Musical.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's in its concept form, absolutely. I'm right there with you.
I think like, this is actually genuinely a normal one.
What picture do I use to make this?
That one?
That one.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Right now.
Oh god. Oh god, it's a little too close. Hold on. There.
I get it. I have been on repeat on a certain song that I cannot stop the emotions from flowing out of me.
More than emotions.
As in a similar vein, I also have a very specific part of Hamilton when I went to go see it, of the turntable, but specifically the choreography of Helpless through Satisfied. That
you are saying so many words I don't understand right now. What are you talking about?
There are two songs in Hamilton that is called Helpless, and then it goes into Satisfied right after, and it is specifically the choreography that happens between that, because at least the version I saw, it was the entirety of the Helpless song, which goes from like the meeting when Eliza meets Alexander and marries and everything, and then it goes into the maid of honor speech by Angelica to Eliza, and explaining why she set up Eliza and Hamilton. And the way it was shown was the entirety of it was a rewind at the beginning, where it was a they did the entirety of the Helpless choreography, but they did it backwards to get us back to the very beginning again, and it was so cool. It was fucking amazing. Absolutely would.
Well, you know what?
It's just the concept of that point.
Well, you know what?
So, you know what? To follow up on you, because I actually feel the same way about Wicked the musical.
Here we go.
But it's not like, I mean, obviously I would do all of them, but they're all conventionally fucking attractive. But
Yeah,
the song Popular, there's a certain scene that just gets me in all of the not a scene, I'm sorry, there's a certain part in the song that just gets me in all of the right ways, and I don't know why, but it's when
Is it the books?
is it the books? What do you mean the books?
Like when they're dancing with the books, like which part? Hold on.
No. Okay, well, wait a second. That one was also very sexy scene. But no, mine is in Popular, where everybody does it differently. But the way Ariana did it, I don't know why it just got me. It was when she yells right, like when
when Alpha,
where she's like they were, and then she answers Popular. She's like right, and I'm like, I don't know. It scratches just the right itch.
Shinny, if you had agreed to be on this, it would have been a different episode.
Yeah.
Because I already know what the episode with you would have been. Okay, well, you know what? You two have your musical stuff. I raise you.
Okay.
The openings. Oh God. Not the spice. I raise you the opening scene in Paprika.
I don't know what this scene is.
Because it's
I know what it is.
It's not just the scene itself, but it's the scene combined with the music, which the music of, first of all, the entire movie, but also especially the intro, is magical. And the scenes that are in the intro specifically are like supposed to be mind-bending and crazy, because the whole movie focuses around dreams and stuff. And that mixed with the soundtrack, which is already like this upbeat, playful stuff, but also kind of like uncanny. And it's just, it's very satisfying to watch in every single sense of the word. There's nothing that quite compares to being able to like see what a dream looks like enacted in an anime form. And a close runner-up for that would be the Parade song from the movie as well, because that song in and of itself is crazy.
Yeah, I have to rewatch this
movie.
I think
I know
you
I've
would like
seen it. I
the
need to
movie.
rewatch
It's
it.
crazy
probably
enough
will.
where you would be
I
like,
love
I'd
it.
fuck
I love most
everything.
things animated, so
I mean,
We
look at
should
it.
make-
Is this not something you want? Is this not stuff you want to see? There's a lot of weird stuff in this, but it's really cool, even if it is weird.
We should make a date and watch this movie,
And
because I
then-
don't remember.
and then we'll
we also need to watch Cats versus Dogs for Hide. So
Oh God! And then we have to watch Alien versus Predator. It's made by the
Alright, I'm
same
gonna-
person that did Perfect Blue.
I'm gonna go back to semi-normal and I guess conventionally attractive in Sarah's case, but it is a furry. It's Where Garurumon from Digimon.
What did you just say?
Where, as in WERE, Garurumon. And there's other creepier ones, but they're all, I think, conventionally also attractive. This one's a furry.
This is just Warwick.
It is not.
yeah.
That
This
is not
like
Warwick.
Emo Warwick.
Leave Emo Warwick alone.
He's got a skull on his pants. He's got brass knuckles with spikes on
He's
it.
just he's a good boy, you know?
This is a conventionally
Attractive werewolf,
This
I
is
guess,
like what
for
a
you.
9-year-old would say. That's the coolest character I've ever seen.
I don't want to
Yeah.
fucking hear it. I was 9 years old when I saw it,
Exactly, I'm telling you.
and I still think about him because
Oh
I
my
like him.
gosh.
Leave my werewolf.
He even has
alone.
eyeliner on and an eye scar.
Listen, I love him. I don't want to hear it. We listen and we don't judge.
No, we do judge. We've been over this. We do judge.
I was about to say, I
Leave
do
him
not
alone.
think the Brooklyn Bridge is normal, and I stand by that fact.
I mean, okay, so would the monster from Bendy and the Ink Machine count as conventionally attractive as well?
Oh god.
He only has a
Which-
mouth for a face.
Are we talking like his melted form?
Yeah. I think it's his
No.
melted form. No,
I mean,
This?
I don't think he's a.
let me see.
I would not consider that conventionally attractive. No,
Yeah,
but
it's,
also I would. So
see, Sarah, your conventionally attractive doesn't count anymore. Like, I can't with you.
Oh my god.
Listen,
Oh
there's
god, I don't
something.
want this.
Listen. What that mouth do though?
We know what it does. It eats people. I think
It's
that's
okay.
the theme. Like, I don't understand.
look at those hands. Like, I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
Yeah, but look at those dainty little legs.
I like the other one.
We can't
No,
all be perfect.
We can't all have what we want. Oh god, what even are some of these? What? Why are you? Okay, I don't understand you.
Okay, then listen. There's a reason why Venom is not on this list, but he is. Venom is more conventionally attractive.
Okay, fine.
Venom is absolutely.
But he's like, look at him. look at him. He looks, I don't know, he looks fun to sleep with.
Gooey. He looks gooey to sleep.
Don't worry
with.
about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. My next one is the Mother Fairy from Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch.
Mother.
I almost looked at mother fart. Oh my gosh.
I can't remember
This?
her actual. Yes. Yes.
Okay. This is Sarah's. I think you just like big things.
Okay, I'm about to say something and I'm gonna regret putting out on the internet.
Yeah.
I don't understand vor necessarily, but in her case, I do.
Jesus.
Because the entirety of inside of her is a dungeon. And it's like a daycare, but like
That's
if you
like saying I'm in love with Jabu Jabu from Ocarina of Time. That's a whale.
I mean I would, you know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but how would this even work? Logistically
Listen.
speaking.
A side kink is a very common kink. And it's very easy. You know, I don't know if I want to talk about it on stream actually.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it on stream.
I don't think
Oh.
you could just drop this and then not talk about it.
I think this is one of my more normal ones, honestly.
This is just
I love how I love
round.
that your sentence. I don't understand for. However,
This is an egg with hair.
oh my god,
He's a fairy.
I
That's
did
a-
The
not
mother
seeing
fairy.
the fairy.
She gives birth to all the other fairies by like this weird like cannon on the top of her off the top of her head. But you have to in the game you have to go in to try and save because she has a jellyfish in her stomach that is like keeping the babies from coming out. And so you have to make her laugh so you can be launched through a cannon into her mouth.
Are you sure this wasn't a dream you had?
It's
It
the game.
sounds like a fever dream you had.
This is the fucking game.
Okay, I'm trying to think of anything I could do that's semi-related to whatever the fuck that was.
I
I have two
Um,
others
don't think
from
I
the
have
game
anything.
too.
Here.
I have two others from the game
Here.
that I mean,
I will go a video game one as well. Because I also have some that I don't think make sense at all. Here. I will go with Magnezone. And I will tell you why. First of
Go
all,
on.
look at its face. I want you to look at its face.
We're looking.
And I want you to tell me that it doesn't look the most clueless little thing ever.
So Chris
It
has an
does.
incompetency.
No,
kink?
the funny thing is
what
I
I'm
actually
hearing?
hate stupid people.
I think
But
this is a Pokemon, right?
It is
it
a
is
Pokemon.
For me personally, when I look at a Magnezone, the first thing I think is it looks very huggable to me. I don't know why, especially considering the logistics of trying to hug it. You would either have to be on top of it or below it, because there's no way you could hug it normally. But it is also recorded to have feelings and still needs to be fed. So I know that it has the sentience to it. I
It
looked
also
it
has
up.
a mouth somewhere, apparently.
It does. Don't know where. That'll be a fun time to try and find out. But also, I need you to look at another key detail that is very functional to a Hear Me Out in Sarah's case, where she's just a sex-driven animal, which is the thing on top of it.
Yep.
I know where you're going.
I also knew where you were going with this immediately.
But
I
on
saw
top
it
of
and I was
that,
like,
not only, I want you to imagine the thing on top used for nefarious reasons, and the two screws on the side, something to grip. That is all I'm suggesting. And you know, for all I know, it would feel the same amount, you know, in a good way. But I feel like also it levitates. It could take you places in terms of not just that kind of way. So I don't know. I feel like for some reason the first Pokemon I thought of was this Pokemon, and I don't even fully know why, and I'm okay with that.
fair enough.
Plus, it used to be multiple people.
To go off of my Bendy and my Venom obsession, I also had a thing for Nexus from Fern Gully.
Oh,
I think his name was
God.
Nexus.
You know,
Listen,
wow.
he's literal smog.
I mean, he has great lipstick. I'll tell you that
He
much.
does.
This is probably.
Listen, he has a sexy song as well. Yeah, listen.
But,
Fern Gully Batty, hell yeah!
but how would you with
Have you guys ever
smog?
seen Fern Gully?
No.
No.
Add it to the fucking list.
Oh,
Add it to the list! We're watching Fern Gully.
You know, we keep adding stuff to a list and it keeps getting immensely long.
Never happens.
Listen, what's his name? Tim
Tim Gunn.
Is it Tim Curry? Tim Curry?
Catman? What?
No,
Tim
shit,
the
he's
Tatman.
I think it's Tim Curry. Is it Tim Curry? Yeah, Tim Curry. He voices him. And
Okay,
it's
but
just
you just like Tim Curry
best
too.
thing.
So like that's
I don't want to.
separate.
Okay, listen, that's separate. That's just Tim Curry's
And
voice.
that's
is
also not a hear me
delicious.
out. A lot of people like Tim Curry.
It's true. It's true.
Well, yeah, Tim Curry's not part of my hear me out. Like, of course not. He's not. Look at him. He's a handsome man with a handsome voice. However, he played this character, which kind of helped. But I don't think it would have changed anything if his voice is different for me. Because I just really liked him.
He, from just also the way that he's portrayed, he gives very Hades from Hercules vibes.
Yeah, I could see that. Hades would have also been on here, but I think he's very conventionally attractive,
Yeah,
so
that's
I don't
not a
care.
hear me out.
That's not a hear me out.
You know what
Nexus,
is like,
Nexus is though.
I want to pose a question to you both.
The answer is probably going to be no, but go on.
Oh, no, this is an either or question. This is something I talked about with Ral when we were farming out a certain Warframe. I need you to look up Vayhek from Warframe.
What?
Vayhek.
What am I looking at?
So, okay, I don't like him. He would be a pity fuck. That's not it. The screaming one, the one where he's screaming, that one, yeah. That's an accurate representation.
Okay.
So if you had to pick, and then look up in a different tab, look up Infested Oni.
Oh, God. this?
Yes. So if you had to pick one, which one would you pick?
You know, I don't think.
I don't like this question. I honestly don't like this question. I'm not attracted to either of them.
I would pick the Oni.
I think I would too. I just that face keeps just jump scaring me every time you switch to it, Quiz.
Well, what's wrong
Death.
with him?
Shitty said death.
He is part of a faction called the Grenier. I believe he is at least. And he's very angry. He yells a lot. He wants to, commit genocide. So, not a good look. And just he's just annoying and very stupid.
Yeah, but regardless,
it would
both would
be a
be
pity.
the last fuck. I feel
don't
like
know, I
both
feel
would
like
kill you.
I feel like I could talk sense into the Oni more than I could into Bayhek.
Can this even talk?
We don't ever hear it talk. So, inconclusive?
But also, this looks sharp. I feel like it would hurt a lot. Because it would, like,
Well.
grab you.
Well,
I don't have a pain kink.
Yeah.
can't help you there.
Oh.
I don't
How-
like either. I think they both make me sad, and I would just kill myself before I had to do something with either
Yeah,
of them.
I think I'd die first.
I would die before, and then one of them would feast on my corpse for all I know.
Yeah.
I picked
Yeah.
the Oni, but I would fuck Vayhek if I had to, but more like I said, as a pity case. I don't think this man has ever had sex in his life.
And you know what? I don't want to be the one to give it to him. So
Same. No thanks.
okay, here. Well, no. Faye, you do one,
Oh.
and I'll see if I can find one
I think
that relates.
this one's probably conventionally attractive as well-ish. Bumblebee from Transformers.
Absolutely conventionally attractive.
See, I don't trust you're conventionally attractive. I don't think normal people will find him attractive.
What version? Because one has like
Yeah,
a face,
that's
and one
a
doesn't
question.
really have a face.
One version.
It
Personally,
doesn't matter. I don't care if it's Bumblebee's. Honestly, it's Bumblebee's personality that really gets me. I don't give two shits what he
my
looks like.
favorite version of Bumblebee is the one from the original animated series.
Which one was that? Was that 1990?
Why does he
That's
look
not the
like
one I was
that?
thinking of, but that's even better.
Why does he look like that? He's
Maybe
just a
it's not the
man.
original.
He's just a man.
He looks so
See, I feel like
worried.
yours is more conventionally attractive than the one that I like, which is the very mechanical looking one.
Well, this one has like a face. That's what I'm saying. Also, look at this. This one has been like yassified.
I think that's the one I was actually thinking of. No. It's the one below. It's the one with the gray face. Below. That's the one I was actually thinking of because that's the one from the animated series me and Portillo watched.
This
Oh
one
yeah,
looks
no,
like a
I like that
nerd.
version too. He is a nerd.
He looks like a twink. I love him.
I love him too. Yeah.
His personality is all. He's my favorite character in the show because of his personality. I
Yeah,
love him.
that's why I'm attracted to Bumblebee in general. Just I love how fucking adorable he is in every iteration that there is.
Oh dear God.
I don't think it's conventionally attractive, thus he is on my hear me out. He is a literal car. I don't want to hear it.
But you're not having sex with him as a car.
We can.
No.
I can think of
What you're
ways.
into. Depends what you're into.
Depends on what you're into.
The Prindle? Like,
And he'd
I
be
don't know.
the brindle. Don't call it the brindle.
The Prindle? See, this would be my pick because this one looks like cuter comparatively to me.
I've read and seen too many not safe for work fanfics and artwork.
I'm
on
sure you've made your
Bumblebee.
fair share.
I did not make
Sure.
any of them. Thank you very much. I just
Okay,
know
well,
of them.
you know, semi in line, but not quite. I raise you.
That's the one who wanted
The
to
Hubble
study
Space
galaxies.
Telescope.
I like it.
Yes.
Yes.
First of all, great photographer.
Cylindrical shape as well.
I have one to follow up from you.
Great photographer, up in space, sees so much, knows so much, has seen it all practically, more than I have, that's for sure. So I feel like Hubble, if you will, would have a greater sense of wise nature to it comparatively to, say, you know, your average 20-year-old. And that's what I would look for specifically. It's got multiple different kinds of instruments. It's reflective. It's got an inside bit if you want to play with the parts. You know, can't mess around too much. And I don't know, I just feel like it has an alluring nature to it. And it's reflective, and that makes it shiny and appealing to the eye. And who cares if I need oxygen up there? I don't. I'm dead. I'm with my Hubble.
Not your hubby, your Hubble.
Exactly. What did you have?
Right. Okay, so I was gonna go off of you because I had the Mars rover, I think it's Curiosity.
Okay, well, I like it.
See, this also, for some reason, rover gives child vibes to me.
It does give me child vibes.
Ish, but I just really
also,
like it.
I can also accept that it doesn't give child vibes for everyone.
Yeah, it does it for me.
This is
Also-
Faye's ideal romantic
I don't want to.
partner.
No. Look at it. And he's so curious. He just wants to explore and do all the things, and I just want to be right there by
See,
his
that's the
side.
thing. He gives me like 11-year-old child vibe, whereas Hubble is an old man.
Understandable.
I can see where you're
Because
coming
Hubble
from.
knows things. Hubble sees
doesn't
things.
For me, this is like an older teen, young adult going into the new world. That's what I like.
The horrible, desolate world.
The
of
horrible.
Mars. Wow. Poor Curiosity. I think just anything with like a curious nature automatically makes me lean more towards a youngin.
Fair enough.
Too innocent. I can't have innocence. Not in this
What about
day and age.
perseverance? Because I can lead it. Like they both are similar to me, but I liked Curiosity's arm and whatnot. I thought they were cool.
I mean, it gives a bit more spider-like energy. Because I feel like it's got more spindly legs.
It does.
They were both on my list.
Although this Perseverance is absolutely a female. Look at that dump truck of an ass. I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
You can just tell. Like this is the mom. This is the mom of Curiosity. So do you want to have sex with her kid or with her?
I will lean toward Perseverance.
You look, they're even versing them off in a competition. They're putting family against each other.
No.
Well, Sarah, do you have a tie-in?
I don't have a tie-in.
I have a tie-in similar robot-ish.
Mm.
And it's Atlas from Portal 2.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Because, okay, if you've ever played Portal 2, you know that both Atlas and the other person, Peabody, have very distinctly different personalities from each other.
Yes.
And for me personally, Peabody, too swarmy, skinny, not my vibe. Atlas, however, one, he's built well. I like a man that is thick. Or a robot, whatever the case. But also, I feel like his personality, he wouldn't take no shit. He's a little dumb sometimes. They both kind of are. But he's more willing
Aggressive of the two.
He's staying on track and he's trying his best. He's rational. At least he tries to be. And, you know, I just like him.
I didn't have Peabody on my list, but I had both GLaDOS and Wheatley on my list.
Wheatley would annoy me to no end.
He does, but there's something about him that I just want to grab him and shake him.
that's not a hear me out. That's you enacting your fantasy of wanting to kill him.
Here's the thing, like there's a fine line between anger and hate sex for me. So when I get really angry at a character, sometimes, you know.
I see enemies to lovers. Like, look, you're
Yeah.
you're telling me this is not hot. look at that smolder.
I honestly, it is. I didn't think about Peabody. In that franchise, for some, my brain only went to GLaDOS and to Wheatley,
that's
but
what
I
I'm saying.
100% understand Peabody.
This is Atlas. Love Atlas, but to me, Peabody gives the nerd vibes.
Yeah, Peabody is significantly less
Like,
sexy.
look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
To be fair, we yeah, that's not for. Yeah, no. Peabody's definitely the one that has
let's
it.
be real. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. They're already a couple outside of me
yeah.
entering the
Oh,
situation.
absolutely. Absolutely.
But in this scenario, I feel like Atlas is more of like the hunky sort of person, whereas Peabody is like the nerdy, ditzy one.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see that.
But they work because of their dichotomy. Maybe I'm just here shipping them. Maybe that's what this has turned into.
It could be.
I'm sure there's fanfic written about them already. I don't need to look it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I can tie in with Portal 2.
I know you can.
with my
I'll look
true
it up.
love, my absolute beloved, the companion cube,
Oh, right. That's the love of your life.
the love of my life. I would spend my life in that one trial chamber just to be with her.
What is it about the companion cube that allures you?
It's the hearts. It's the dedication.
It's not
it's
doing
the
anything.
tragic-
It's just
It's
there.
the tragic love story of having to say goodbye against wanting to. It's those perfect edges. It's just mwah. I
don't like that you're making out with a companion here. This is more accurate representation. This is Sarah's fantasy. She loves a good meat cube.
Yeah, that's what it
It's
is.
not confirmed if it has meat inside of it.
But the fact that it could be confirmed, that's what worries me. But also,
She's a mysterious bitch, okay?
oh god, look. It's an anime girl of it. Oh dear
No,
god.
that ruins it. That ruins it. It has to be the cube.
Oh look, it's
It
a
just has to be a
furry
cube.
with big tits on top of one. Listen, the amount of things. I mean, okay, here's the thing. If the companion cube in my mind was doing stuff for me by itself, outside of me moving it, I could see that. But as
All
it
you need
stands,
is a
all it does
support
is it's just there. It's basically a weighted cube, but instead it has hearts on it, specifically because
And that
GLaDOS is
makes
a
all the
bitch. Like,
But
that's
that
the
makes
whole
all the
reason.
I love her dearly.
Right.
She doesn't even know you exist.
Yeah. I don't think they have a way of knowing something exists. They're just an inanimate object.
You know what? If you had the companion cube, I would have the laser cube. That's for sure. Because Lord
Yeah,
knows I
absolutely.
need it. I need the help seeing. Go on, Faye. What's your link to this?
No, I don't think I have a link to this actually.
I'm sure
I'm
you
trying to
could
think of
find
like
one.
I'm trying to think of like an inanimate object, but I can't.
I have an inanimate object.
What is it?
I'll tell you what it is. It's the Zune 30.
What? What?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a little story, and the story starts with when I don't know why it's in the left part of the screen. It's running away from me because I mentioned it, but back when Apple first released iPods and stuff, Microsoft was like, we should get in on this music player game because they were really popular back then, you know, before the phones took over. And so they released stuff called a Zune, and I remember in my childhood, both me and my sister we had this specific version, which is the Zune 30, which I don't know why it's called the 30, but there were multiple different versions, and this is the one that we had. And it was the epitome of reliable with what we wanted. You could store movies on it, you could store music on it, photos, videos, that's about it. But for what it was at the time, for us little children that didn't have much else to work with, and because it was cheaper than an iPod, this was our godsend. This was our entertainment device. And so I know for a fact that it could not only keep me entertained for as long as I would want, but because I grew up with it, we were childhood friends. And we know that is a good fanfic starter, don't we, Faye?
I do.
We know that that would create a long-lasting relationship that people would love to see develop over the years.
I have something along the same vein. I just thought of it when you brought it up. The old music, the precursor to Spotify, that is Rhapsody.
Oh God.
I raise you LimeWire.
I raise you orchestra. Let's go with that.
LimeWire was there for me through the weirdest of times, and it also showed me the weirdest of videos when that for sure is not the video that I thought I was downloading.
Look at her.
Haha, even Rose said LimeWire, see?
I never used LimeWire.
I think that's the first time I ever accidentally downloaded porn.
You know,
It was not the movie that I wanted.
She gives BT energy in a bad way.
Yeah. She was like a toxic relationship. But she was sexy.
Well, she forced you to be in the sexy regardless.
Yeah,
of what
she forced she forced me to be in the sexy. I wasn't ready for it, but she forced it on me, and it's toxic as fuck, but you know.
I mean, was it the equivalent of like
sexy.
a download manager, like a torrent thing? Like what was it?
Yeah, it was basically that. You would go on there, search for music or movies or anything. And most of the time you would find what you were looking for and you would download it, and it would take for fucking ever to download. She was a slow girl, slow build up, but she gave you what you wanted in the end. Sometimes.
Actually,
and other times you think you're downloading like a Barbie movie, and instead it's a hardcore porn of a girl getting railed in the park.
I want you to tell me right now that Clippy's not Sarah coded.
Yeah, Clippy is Sarah coded, 100%.
Absolutely, a paragon of lust right there.
Because
absolutely.
when I think of Clippy, I think of one of the most annoying things that has ever graced this planet, and that is why Sarah is undoubtedly attracted to it. Because I feel like that is a theme that is so common with things that Sarah presents as her hear me outs in casual conversations. I always think, how could you stand to be in the room with that thing? And I think it just turns Sarah on. I think that's what it is.
I mean, in a similar vein, I have Ortis from Warframe, but it is purely like I want to like shut him up because he just talks a lot. I love him dearly, but he talks a lot. He is the AI in your orbiter in your ship. He does not have a physical form. He just talks. But I love him dearly, but also like sometimes I just want to shut him up. So, you know.
Well, okay, I see. Here's the thing. I don't know if I have, well, actually, hold on. This is horribly misspelled, but okay. I raise you Cordy from VeggieTales.
I had somebody from VeggieTales too!
Okay, but see,
I had the asparagus.
this is what I'm saying. You can pick a vegetable. I picked the computer, not the new version, because they updated Cordy. Nay. I want the old version that can read floppy disks. Because this version was the version. Okay, I don't know if any of you have ever seen VeggieTales, but when you go up to the Cordy, which is what the computer was called, and basically Bob the Tomato would say to Larry, well, what have we learned today? And then they would play the jingle that Bob hated, and then you would go to Cordy, and it's where it would display like the Bible verse or something. But in my mind, I'm thinking, Cordy, you know so much. You even look up recipes sometimes. There are food recipes that have come up on Cordy in past episodes too. And I'm thinking to myself, I would love to be supported by and support Cordy.
Absolutely.
Fair enough. I get it.
Specifically the old version. The new version, too hot commodity. Don't like it. Nay, nay.
Mine was one of the adult asparagus. I cannot remember his name for the life of me,
I
but he was
have no
like
idea what it is.
really hoity-toity kind of
This one.
character. But damn it,
Archibald Asparagus.
no. Oh yeah, that's
I
him.
was about
Yep,
to
that's
say,
him.
I know it's him.
You know it's him. Yep. I have to be really specific because I was like, I don't remember if the kid one is an
That one was
asparagus or a
called
broccoli.
Junior, I think. And that
Yeah,
was
something like that.
absolutely a child.
Yeah, that's
You know what
like
I'm learning?
absolutely a child. I liked this one.
They may or may not have a thing for children.
Ew, no.
Because with that Rover too, like I don't
Listen
know.
here. That is a machine. It can be whatever it wants to be.
And if it's a child,
And I say it's an adult.
but you said it can be
Exploring
whatever
the new
it
world.
wants to be.
Listen, in my universe, he is an adult looking into the new world for us. And he died up there. All for us.
He what is this? Jesus? Like, why he died for us? What?
Jesus.
He died to give us the knowledge of what's up there.
Oh my gosh, this is definitely. This is like your peak of what you find attractive. It all makes sense now, honestly.
What do you mean? Listen, his personality was fantastic. He's like one of the best characters in Vegetable Tales.
Vegetable Tales, you know?
That's
That's the
It might
grown-up
as well-
version.
It's called Veggie Tales, but yes,
That's the
That's-
legal name.
Oh god. You know what? I wouldn't go with him, but I would go with Dad Asparagus.
what does he look like? And I don't remember.
He looks like an asparagus, but
Oh,
instead
it's the
he
same
has a
thing.
suit
It's literally the same thing.
instead
He
of a
just has-
monocle and a bow tie.
I don't remember his personality though. The
I
reason
don't
why I
need a
like the other one.
personality. I
enough.
like a man in a suit. He looks like he
I
could provide.
would have a threesome with Larry and Bob.
You know,
I don't
Okay.
know.
I think Larry is too stupid. Like I see Larry as an adult child. Like I can't get behind that one. Bob, I can see.
I feel like Larry. I feel like Bob is like Larry's supervisor. If actually, you know what, Larry is. I feel like Larry is dependent. Like that's how the situation is in my mind.
Yeah. Oh my god, I still remember so many of the songs from the movie.
Look, biblically accurate Larry the Cucumber. Sarah?
Biblically accurate. What is biblically accurate cucumber? Oh, Jesus. Okay.
It's
Fair
great.
enough.
Listen, I think you just like Larry because he played an instrument.
I mean, that is an easy way to my heart.
I don't even know how he played it considering he doesn't really have lungs either, but you know.
He is a vegetable. We don't question anything in Veggie Tales, okay?
Okay, here, I'll go on a slightly more normal vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say the Mothman.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Because
I'm there with you.
here's the thing. There's a lot of different depictions of the Mothman. Like, if you look at this statue, first of all, he's ripped. I don't know why they decided to give him a six-pack and man boobs in this, but this is one of the statues that's literally at, like, Point Pleasant. However,
enough.
this is not the version that I'm talking about, Nene. I'm talking about the version that does not have an actual head and his body is like one thing. Like this version, this is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
regardless of who you ask, they always say that his body is like giant, like muscular giant. And on top of that, he can fly. He does screech a bit, but that's just how he says I love you. And his big glowing eyes, I feel like would be interesting to see and admire up close and personal. And I feel like he would also, because a lot of people say that he is very fuzzy. I feel like he would be great to just be with intimately, you know? I don't think you'd ever be cold. And I feel like that would be nice. And to be fair, a close second in my mind was Bigfoot, but I feel like Bigfoot has a lot more stank. You never hear about Mothman stank, but you do hear about Bigfoot stank. And I am a big, I don't want stank kind of person. So I would definitely opt for Mothman. Plus he has wings, which in my mind, I find much more interesting.
I think if I had to pick a cryptid, I would pick the Fresno Nightcrawler.
Oh, God.
Like,
I don't even know
They
how you
are
would do.
so
Oh God.
They're so.
This is Sarah's.
Maybe not that version. Not that version. Not that version. That is not the version I would pick.
To be fair, this is closer. I mean, the most. This is kind of like basically what they're supposed to look
That's
like.
the version. That's the version. They look so whimsical and fun.
They also. That's the thing, though.
Like.
They also give child energy to me. Like they're
I
just
feel like a
walking
lot
in
of
a
things
neighborhood.
give you child energy, and you don't even like children.
Exactly. That's why I would absolutely not with these. Are you kidding me?
So to be on the same side of Mothman, the cryptid wise, Owlman,
Owlman.
which is, you have to look up cryptid because he's a DC character as well, so you got to be careful with that one.
I mean, this is just a furry.
Yeah, that's just a fact.
It's purely fear. Yeah.
Listen,
Owlman cryptid.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, this is also just a furry. Like,
I have.
look at this. This is just a furry.
Listen.
Oh, now this version I can get behind. Look at those teeth.
Yeah. But
Yeah, no, I could also get behind that one.
This just looks like it's from Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah.
You know, I never saw that movie. I read the book, but I never saw the movie.
Honestly, I like this one. He looks dapper.
I also like that one. Listen, I don't care. If it's Owlman, I'm there for it.
See, whenever I think of large owls, I think of that spirit from Avatar: Last Airbender. And that one freaked me out. Because it was creepy.
I love that one. Actually, that's the perfect one. I love that one.
Oh dear God.
I have another animated character. She's an old lady. She's an elephant. Her name is Tree Trunks from Adventure Time. She bakes, and I feel like she also gets it. In the show, she gets it. I'm like, yeah, she gets it.
Well, I can't say I'm not surprised.
I love her. She's beautiful.
I feel like this is
everywhere.
more like this is you, though, you know?
I don't know. You know that that feeling of I don't know if I want to be her or fuck her. That's how I feel about Tree Trunks. I kind of hope I grow up to be like her, though.
That's the thing. I think you are already. I think that's just what it is.
It's not. I'm not there yet. I'm not as cool as Tree Trunks. She's over here getting married.
Oh my gosh! What is this? What?
She makes pies.
What is this?
Listen, this is just Tree Trunks at her sexiest. I don't know what you want from me.
Okay, well, you know.
Listen, she's beautiful. She's everything. She has the best personality. And she gets it. Her husband's a pig, and he's constantly... Stop finding amazing gifs of my girl.
Huh. I mean, okay. Cartoon-wise, there was a villain. Here's the thing. This villain appeared in like one episode, but his name is Gigawatt. And he's from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Huh. Yeah.
And similar, but in a different vein, to the pompous asparagus from VeggieTales. I think he has a similar personality type, but for me it's magnified in a positive because he's evil.
Fair.
And for me, I think an evilness makes you more attractive in that sense when you're in that personality type. But if you go the opposite and you become like death, evil, emo, then I become unattracted to the evil part.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, Faye becomes more attracted to the evil one.
I don't want to talk about that. We're not here to talk about my questionable taste, personality-wise.
But I think his body is basically made of electricity. However, he's technically an energy vampire, literally. And so I think he carries the sexy qualities of vampire with him.
That's fair.
And his head is a light bulb, but that's okay. We can work through it, you know? He does die by the end of the episode, but it's fine. In my mind, he's okay, you know?
I like it.
I have two more. I have two more that I actually want to discuss.
Get out there.
I mean, I have more than two, but there's two more specifically. First off, the other side of the coin to the companion cube for me. The companion cube is more like, this is my soulmate. I love this one purely for the lust factor, and that is the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be on here eventually.
Absolutely. I stand by. He is the sexiest thing. Just bursting through a wall, going, oh yeah, like, yes. It does things to me.
Okay. Fair enough.
Absolutely.
This is Sarah's peak.
That is her peak.
I thought you said you had two.
Her clothes would immediately
The
come
other
off
one.
if he came busted in.
Oh, God. Oh. Well, I think Discord's having those issues, but I will tell you about one of mine before Sarah finishes hers. You know, if it ever connects back. Oh. Well. Oh, Discord. Anyways. A runner-up to Mothman and Bigfoot, technically, for me. Just pretend they're not talking. Is the Headless Horseman. And I will tell you why. Because first of all, removable head. Think of the possibilities, first of all. Stop screaming, Sarah. Think of the possibilities, first of all. Second of all, he still has a normal body, plus he comes with a horse, which is technically a ride. Hello? No, they're still dead.
Can't
See, I'm fine. It's
Hello?
Discord that's having an issue. Hello?
Yeah, Discord was having a fucking moment.
Okay,
there.
we're back. We're back.
Anyways,
we're
let
back.
me resume really quick.
Awesome. We're back.
But on top of that, he has a legend around him. I love a man with a reputation, especially a bad one.
I'm gonna say
then-
he was on my list too.
Because
he is
then
on my list.
I'm the special one that he's with. And I like that. Because I'm behind him on that horse. And he's throwing his head around, tossing it, freaking out children. And I'm just like, oh, honey, let's go back home.
Have you seen the Johnny Depp version of Headless Horseman? I think it's called Sleepy Hollow.
No, but at the same time, I don't have the affinity for Johnny Depp like you do.
I know, but I'm saying look up that version. It's not as sexy, but still. I think he's on my list too, don't worry. I love the Headless Horseman, absolutely. He's sexy as hell. Throwing around that head of his.
Literally. Sarah, are you there?
I am here. The last one I have, is the orange booba.
Oh, God. Isn't that Zing 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 Ba?
Yes, zing 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 ba. And I have a list of the boobas in order that I find them most fuckable.
This is...
And that is orange, blue, pink, purple, and yellow.
What did Yellow do wrong?
It just, in my opinion, he gives the least amount of energy.
Wow.
You know, like orange goes full out. Orange, zing 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 ba. Like he's special. He has the longest name, and he has to live up to that expectation. Okay. He has to. He does his best. He gives the most. Him and the blue one, like, 10 out of 10 performance every single time.
See, I have seen Booba. I don't think anyone else on this stream knows what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, no, never.
Oh.
Before the pot started, I was watching the dances. I was
Of
watching
course you
the
were.
dances.
That's your new
To be fair, I also had a headache.
stim.
Yes, this is from the kids show. And listen, okay,
Are they not children.
It's unclear what these things are, to be honest.
They're kind of like aliens, I think.
I think they're more aliens. Yes.
And look, there's multiple ones. The dolls are a bit creepy, but at the same time, the big ones also have those weird eyes.
I want the dolls, actually.
Like, this is them.
Yes.
They also do give child vibes.
They give, like, fake child. They look like they're pretending to be children rather than they are children.
But I think that's what's worrying even more so.
Yeah, we're not gonna think about that.
Because, you know, that could have nefarious reasons. You never know. I'm just saying. But anyways, okay. Let me look at my list. I might do, like, one last one.
I have one that's not, like, super weird.
That's been a lot of yours, to be fair.
Yeah.
You're gonna go. Your last one's gonna be something that is.
Listen, I've picked out a planet, some robots. It's great. Uh-oh.
I have no
fine.
clue. I don't know what that is. It's a mushroom. It looks like.
Is this like Goombas in real life?
Biblically, yep.
Yeah. Sarah's going through it. Okay, what's yours, Faye?
You know what? Honestly, no. I don't want to go out on a normal one. I think my last one was weird enough. You go.
Okay, well then, if I'm going for a weird one...
Dude, go big and go home, you know?
Well, okay, I have two. One's technically a physical thing, and one is not a... Well, it can be a physical thing, but it's more of like a concept. Which would you prefer to hear?
Which one is more likely to make people in the chat go, what the fuck, and me to go, yes, absolutely?
Probably the conceptual one.
Let's do that one then.
Okay, then let me see. Okay.
What am I looking at?
You are looking at the Windows 7 scenes theme. And I'm specifically picking this one. So, hear me out.
It's beautiful.
Windows 7, first of all, in my personal opinion, had one of the best aesthetics of the entirety of the Windows generation. Not only for its looks, but also the audio design. You can't tell me that if I were to play that Windows little chime intro when you first start up your computer, that you wouldn't be brought back. Because it's iconic. She's here for the moment. And specifically with Windows 7, you could pick themes. And you could pick themes like architecture, or you could pick themes like nature. And specifically, there was one called Scenes, where it was like this really colorful, almost like watercolor-esque type theme. And the color for it was like this light purplish pink. And the sounds for it were basically like the normal ones, but with a little bit of an extra flair to them. And so it's like the normal Windows 7 theme, but elevated and prettier in my opinion. And it got that glassy sheen of Windows 7 with the like transparent but colored textures. And I don't know, it holds a special place in my heart. And I think personally, it is the only OS system I would ever think of living together with and having a family for the rest of my life.
Absolutely.
Alright, I have my last one, and she is just objects put together. So I think she's weird enough.
Oh boy.
Her name is Zooble, Zooble, from shit, something circus. I forgot
The
the
Amazing
name
Digital
of the show.
Circus.
That one. Yep. Listen, she's everything. Literally, she's shapes, she's sizes, she can interchange everything. She has a fucking claw in her hand. She has the sassiest of personalities, and I love her in every sense. Look at her.
And you can tell she has a sassy personality because she has a hand on her hip. If that even is her hip.
I don't know what it is. It can change. I don't know. She decides what she looks like on a day-by-day basis, and I like that about her.
And she either has a double straw, a slingshot, or an antenna on top of her head. And I can't tell which one it is.
Who knows? Neither can I, and I don't care. She's beautiful in everything that she does. I love her with all of my being. I don't think you can find this conventionally attractive because she's just a lot of shapes.
I do wonder how it would work, but you know...
It doesn't, you know, she has a lot of stuff. Okay, we can work it out.
She can attach a cooch if she needs to.
I think she is a good one for me to end off on because I love her in every way.
Every time I look at a picture, it slightly changes.
Yeah, that's the whole point of her, and I love her for it.
I think it's more that people also don't know what she's made up of, and so they keep drawing her differently. But you know, that's okay. Like, that's not the same leg or arms that she had before.
Yep. I love her.
Well...
Is this acceptable for you, Sarah?
Yes, I accept it.
Yay.
If it had been the rabbit, though, I would have, had.
Oh, no. I mean, listen, I'm attracted to every single one of them.
Sexy man at this point.
But yeah, he's a Tumblr sexy man. Same with the main character. The ribbon one is on there too because it's literally just ribbons. But I also find her conventionally attractive, so and that's why I didn't choose Gangle. But yeah, Zooble can have my whole heart. After her last episode, literally, my whole heart will go to Gangle. I'm sorry, Zooble.
Well, at least you finally found some middle ground. Granted, I feel like anything that Sarah has on her list is automatically, like, warranting the FBI to, like, do a search into her browser history, but that's okay.
Listen, I have a checklist, okay, and I just keep adding to it.
Well then, before we end, I will briefly not go over any explanations. I will just briefly, like, honorable mentions of things that were on my list. So I had the other one that I was gonna say outside of the Windows 7 scenes theme was literally just lava.
Okay. I feel it.
It's very hot.
I felt like that would be too tame, so I was like, maybe not. The Vortigaunts from Half-Life 2.
Well,
you can't tell me they wouldn't be nice. And they have an extra arm. Anyways, Slender Man was a deep-seated childhood crush that will never go away. And no, it wasn't because of tentacles, unlike Faye.
To be fair, he was also on my list, but I just found him conventionally attractive as well.
Commander Video from the Bit Trip series. Because he does a lot of stuff. He's a Renaissance man. And he's good with music. King Shark from Suicide Squad. That's leading into the furry zone.
I had a King Shark too!
And I think, I already said Bigfoot. So yeah, those were the honorable mentions from mine.
My honorable mentions are two more Ni no Kuni characters, Porco Grosso and the Heart of Darkness.
The Heart of Darkness?
That's an enemy. And then also the entire concept of psychology.
Well,
Fair. Mine are, how do I explain this? I don't care for the thing that's...
You don't have time!
I don't care for the thing that's under the... Okay, no, Ghostface, but just as Ghostface and Pyramid Head. But I don't want to know what's under...
Pyramid Head's conventionally attractive.
I think both can be conventionally attractive.
I think both are conventionally attractive.
It's okay. She also died, but that's okay.
She's not as freaky as I used to give her credit for.
I was about to say, I tried really hard to come up with some weird ones too. Okay.
That's a good one. The smell is specifically Grammy's garage.
I don't think you can have sex with a smell.
I can't have sex with the concept of psychology either.
But also at the same time, isn't it weird? Never mind. I'm not gonna.
I mean, it's not. I just know it specifically from Grammy's garage, but I've smelt it other places. It's the smell of rubber or like car parts sitting in a place for an extended period of time.
For far too long, essentially.
Yes. I don't know. I really love that smell, man.
Okay, Faye is officially dead.
Well,
we do. You know, at least it was right in time.
Right at the end.
That's all we can truly ask. Oh.
There she goes.
And she left and we got taller. And with that, I will call it to a close. She's been stealing our height and biting our ankles down to nubs so we could get on her level. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed. Oh, see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.